so จีนี่จ๋า or ผีเสื้อราตรี if you have to pick one
จีนี่จ๋า right
จีนี่จ๋าเลยนะครับ
Yeah I think the magic of it they're kind of bring back some memories and he was like can you play like a 7 years old girl and watch your friends drowning while you're having ice cream
wow
some people all still think that but Pep is my father no he's my uncle
uncle
yeah.
real หญิงรัฐา is as sassy as Joy
Cutie
Guilty you are Joy right
I am JR เพราะฉันคือทางรอดเดียวของเธอ She can turn black to white by manipulating. She have the depth and many layers of her. So she's pretty badass.
hello
Hi.
Hi
Okay, that's a cue, right?
yeah we have started
Okay.
welcome to the show hi หญิง
สวัสดีค่ะพี่บิ๊ก Hi พี่บิ๊กค่ะ
hi how's it going
Good.
nice to see you
Nice to see you finally. I've been watching your show.
really
Yes.
thank you so much and also I've been a big fan since 2002
Whoa. จีนี่จ๋า right?
จีนี่จ๋าเลยนะครับ okay so well to me you'll always be ยายาหญิง because you know หญิงรัฐา is like the whole other person but for me
You
this
mean
is
the whole
ยายา
other
หญิง
person in like name or like face or
in everything in like your persona and everything
okay.
yeah so which one do you get called by most or more ยายาหญิง or หญิง
I think
รัฐ
ยายาหญิง
ยายาหญิง right
ใช่ค่ะ right
yeah so today is very special because we get to see each other and then we get to talk in English which is something that you haven't done in a long time I guess
Yeah more than a decade like I think it's about 10 years
wow
I didn't get a chance to speak in English in the interview of course yes
and I still remember the first time that I saw you giving interview in English which was in Cannes I guess yeah and I was amazed by your ability to speak yeah
I was so
I think
nervous at the time
you were so good
Oh thank you ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณมากครับที่มา
yeah ต้อง
yeah
บอกว่า thanks for having me
yeah
It's great to be here it's my honor
right and you look great today you look like a lawyer I guess is it the attorney look
It's in my blood now actually
really
somehow because I've been in this character from almost a year
Right and the character we're talking about is Jitri the lawyer
the evil lawyer
the evil lawyer yeah so how do you feel about the word evil
for me I'm not judging people as an evil because when it comes to evil they might have some sort of bad experience for something that turned into evil
that's true
right
yeah so we don't know their backstory
yes
yeah and we don't even know how if they're really evil or yeah right so we get to talk about that like the evil evil lawyer series that
the evil lawyer drama
the drama that will
can we call series or drama this series
that will come out this coming June
this coming June
and we'll get to see you in a different light so very exciting
I'm exciting too
to
be honest yes
and are you excited for this interview
for sure I'm a bit nervous really
yeah but there's nothing wrong with being a little nervous I guess yeah okay so you don't get to speak a lot of English these days but how do you usually practice your English then
I think it's a mix of things you know because I really love to see movies series books reading books of course interviewing your show of course and I think and I have a lot of my international friends like Americans British that I can still practicing with them.
Okay. You keep in touch with them?
Yes,
like,
yes.
Oh, wow, that's good.
For example.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, she's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and if you still find a way or find a person or find people to speak English with, I think you're not going to lose it that easily. Yeah. So, all the more reason to come onto this show because you'll get to use your English for like a whole hour.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. gonna be fun.
It's
All right.
gonna be
So,
fun.
what have you been up to? So, what do you keep yourself busy with these days?
Lately, I've been focusing on my health, both like physically and mentally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I just finished my master degree on longevity wellness.
Wow.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
So it's kind of like try to keep balance in life,
Okay.
both in like physical and mentally.
So, did you say master's degree? So,
Yes.
you took it very seriously. You
And
got
totally,
a degree.
it's 2 years. It's 2 years ago, and I totally forgot everything. It's too much to
Right.
handle.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're focusing on your health, your
Yeah,
well-being.
yeah. So I normally work out like 4 times a week.
Wow.
Running for 2 days, and then weightlifting, and do
Right.
meditating also.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
I'm in the 40s now.
Okay.
I'm about to get
You don't
the
look like it. You
Hormone dysfunctions. It's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you felt the difference.
I felt the difference, of
Right.
course. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you in your 30s and you in your 40s now.
It's totally different.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But it's a good thing that you take such great care
Yeah, just
of
prevent
yourself.
it and protect.
Okay. All right. So let's do one word or more. It's the segment that we get to know our guests through their own words. All right.
Ha.
So give me one English word you say all the time. What is it?
I don't know if you recognize, but I say honestly many times already.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, because I think it take me a second to think about the answering next.
Yeah. So it's like the stalling technique that
Yeah.
you can use.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
Honestly, I think.
Yeah. And it kind of give a sense that I'm being honest with you
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
right? Okay. All right. How about one English slang?
Well, maybe I'm old people now. Nah. It could be like nailed it.
Oh, okay.
Nailed it. Bummer.
Nailed it.
Nailed
Ah,
it. Bummer.
okay.
Lit.
Right. So that's like
It
Gen
feels so
Z
old when you
slash
say it.
Gen X, Gen Z.
Gen X, Gen Z. I feel so
Yeah.
old to say that. Do you have any Gen Z slang?
No, it's not Gen X, but Gen Y, Gen Z.
Gen Y, Gen Z?
Yeah. You're of Gen Y, right?
Gen
You're
Y.
okay.
We are Gen Y, right?
No, I'm a Gen Xer.
No.
I am.
Really?
A Gen X. Yes.
No, you look like Gen Y. Seriously.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. But it's very kind of you, but I'm a Gen X. Okay. All right. How about give us one dream you used to have as a young girl that you've somehow outgrown? Meaning, I don't want to be that anymore.
Okay. I wanted to be a diplomat when I was young.
Diplomat, huh?
I like the idea of wearing a suit, going to a big office,
Okay.
and also can represent Thailand, and also you can traveling the world at the same time.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, it sounds great.
Yeah, but I'm not that good. So I ended up in the entertainment industry.
Right.
Yeah.
You're
instead of
being
that.
good in different field. Yeah.
Yeah, I still can.
you're
I
good.
still can going around the world representing Thailand in some
Yes.
many ways, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's to say you only have to be a diplomat to represent
Yeah.
your country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you going to Cannes, you going like to Hollywood. That's one way of representation too. Okay. All right. Okay. So you are the daughter of Menoy
ค่ะ
and a niece of
กรุงเทพ
ลุงเทพ
Some people all still think that Patep is my father. No, he's my uncle.
Uncle.
Yeah.
เป็นพี่ชายของแม่น้อย
ใช่ค่ะ
His uncle. So what is? Can you give me one of your family's inside joke? Like ครอบครัวโพงามเล่นมุกอะไรกันบ้าง
To be honest, behind closed door is totally
Yeah.
different.
Really?
My mom's really strict, if you know, because
Yeah.
you know me as a teenager. She's very strict, but we do share a sense of humor at home.
Right.
We like to mocking each other, or maybe telling a funny story that
Yeah.
we met daily life, stuff
Right.
like that. Yeah.
So because people would imagine that okay, the real life of a comedian or like someone who joke around all the time on
Yeah.
TV must be like funny haha all the time. But no,
But
it's not like
no,
that.
no.
Just like regular,
regular
real
person,
people.
yes.
Right. Okay. So what is one thing you and your mom have in common?
Well, I would say we both fighters. Yeah, because we don't give up for things easily. Yeah, I think I got it from my mom a lot.
Yeah. That's a great quality to have. Yeah, and obviously she's a great fighter.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Even now, she's 71. Yeah, she's still a fighter.
Yeah. Give us one thing that annoys you the most, like one of your pet peeves.
Well, I would say there's two types of person that's really annoys me.
I can
First
relate.
of all, is some people who is chewing loudly.
Really?
Yes. Okay, let's blame it to myself because I have a better skill, like ear skills or something, because I'm a singer maybe. But I can't stand it. Yeah.
Because your ears work too well, so you hear everything.
And second is people who texting while driving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, mostly men do it all the time.
Really?
I don't know why.
Really?
As Pitun does it all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
So texting while driving.
Yes.
Okay, annoying and dangerous.
Yes.
Okay, all right, don't do that.
Don't do that.
All right. So one thing you always do to relax.
Meditate.
Oh, okay.
You trust me? Meditate. I try to meditate every day, first thing in the morning, like 20 to 30 minutes before like starting my day.
Okay.
I like the idea of being in the present time, and you don't have to think about anything or anyone. It feels very good.
Okay.
You should try.
Okay. I haven't done that like not ever, but I haven't done this seriously. So
you should.
Yeah. Okay.
And as you say, you're Gen X. You really need it.
Okay.
Because in one day you met many people. Everything is in your brain.
Yeah.
You have to cool down a
just
little bit.
calm myself down.
Yes.
Okay.
Or maybe
By
5 minutes per
meditation.
day helps.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. Let's do, because we've done some words, now let's do some pictures. Because as they say, pictures paint 1,000 words.
Okay.
So yeah, let's do one by one.
Okay.
I want to start with this one.
Wow.
Of course.
Who's
so
that?
who's those 5 girls? Yeah. So this is like legendary in their own way, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is like in the 90s, back in the 90s, right? Tell me what happens and how did you become a group?
Well, I would say it's happened naturally because, as many of you know, that we are not actual girl group. We also have our own solo albums.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah. So it felt like a special project.
Yeah, it's a
let's say.
special project for New Year's that coming.
Sure.
So yeah, we get together and have a good combination so far.
Yeah. And it turned out to be like something huge.
Yeah, I never thought it's gonna be like that iconic until now. But it's surprisingly we're just 5 women try to do something fun and exciting together at that time. Yeah.
So you guys didn't expect that to be like this
long.
iconic.
It's
this long too.
This long. It's more than like I think 22 years.
24, I think. Because it's happening in
22.
Yeah.
Yeah, 24.
2002.
Yeah, 24.
Right? So 24 years.
It's quite a long time.
Yeah. Quite a long time. And people still sing and dance.
Yeah.
Like, จีนี่จ๋าผีเสื้อราตรี till today.
Yeah, I think the magic of it is because when the song comes up and people who hear it or listen to it, they're kind of bring back some memories. The first time that they're wearing makeup or the first time they're wearing skirt or practicing the routine of the song together with the friends. So it's bring back the good memories of them.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's something that everybody can sing along and dance to.
Right.
It's easy. It's very easy to have fun with the songs. Right. Okay.
Agree.
So honestly, just tell me what you first thought of or thought about or felt when you first heard about the project. Like, okay, 5 of you sing and dance together, and we're gonna be calling it like.
Yeah. Because I don't know if you remember, but my first album, it's like Bharata. It's like an Indian style.
Right.
So it's come up with the idea of Jini Cha. It's also a Bharata. It's like, it's my thing to do. And to work with P Cat, China Doll, Bell, and Jenny, we were like a very close friend back in the days already. นะคะก็ feel exciting to do and it's gonna be really fun. And to be honest, to think about that at 2002 it was the best time of my life to actually work with all my sisters and they become my sisters until like today.
For life, right?
For life, yes.
Yeah. So, จีนี่จ๋า or ผีเสื้อราตรี if you have to pick one.
จีนี่จ๋า
จีนี่จ๋า
because
for
it
sure,
was
right?
the first first song that gathering us together. Yes.
Yeah, people still like go crazy over those songs. Yeah, and wow, that's not very easy to find. Yeah, something that is that timeless.
Yes,
almost
yes.
right. Okay, so how about this one then?
Wow.
This is you in a very like a totally different role.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That
From
was-
being a teen pop idol to this very serious actress,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
And I think I was 26, 28 years old, but I have to play as Kun Bun Leung, which is she's about 40.
In her 40s, yeah. Like you now.
Yeah.
You are Kun Bun Leung now, actually.
Yeah, right,
You're
right.
Kun real Bun Leung.
ใช่ค่ะ
Okay, so tell us what you remember about this experience then.
Yeah, I would say it was a time that I just actually it's my first Thai film. Yeah, with Mom Noi ค่ะก็ it was the best time for me as well. Yeah.
Right.
But
So
it's-
Dandara is very well known and also very, very controversial too.
Yes.
Right.
Agree. Yeah.
So when you found out that you would be playing Kun Bun Leung, so what was something that you worried about or excited about?
To be honest, the seductive scenes or whatever, because I'm still like 20 something.
Right.
But for me, I was very nervous at the time. But also as my line of work, like an actress, you have to be fully committed to the emotional.
So
of
you
the
were
scene.
open to new talent.
I'm so open for new things to come.
Right. Even though it's very, very sexy and very
Yes.
seductive.
Yes.
And the ice cube thing and stuff like that. Yeah, right?
I think that the line, people knew that the line would get an attention, of course, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be that iconic also. But
As
for
it
me,
turned out.
as it turned out, yeah.
Okay, all right. How about this another acting job of yours? But this one goes abroad.
Yes, abroad.
Right.
Yes.
So Ratha and Ryan here. Okay, you and Gosling.
Yes.
Right. So this is from the movie Only God Forgives.
Yes.
Okay, back in
2013.
13. That's a long time ago too.
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you remember about this experience?
Well, it felt surreal until now to be stepping in the international production.
How did it
working-
happen?
Casting, of course. I went to the
Okay.
cast, yeah.
Right,
and
right.
then to be working with Brian and Kristen Scott Thomas, it's once of a lifetime for me. Yeah. I never forget that.
Yeah. What was he like?
He's
Remember?
really down to earth, very nice, very funny.
Yeah,
very,
he is a
very
funny guy.
Yeah, he is a funny guy.
So, did you think at the time that you could like be a full-time like Hollywood actress at the time? Or
No, I don't think that.
Were you that ambitious to like go inter?
Actually, everybody who has a chance to work on the international production would have that dream. But for me, back in the days with my mom, and I have to take care of my family, of
I see.
course. So it's not a dream that I dreamed of.
Okay.
Yeah. Same.
All right. But it was a great experience, right?
If happened today, maybe, because
Okay.
it's not about go inter. It's about working with someone who like high potential or who was so expert in
Yeah.
in the movies or films, international stuff like that.
Someone
yeah.
that you can learn from a
Yes,
lot,
yes,
like in a
yes.
different way too. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's like different context, right? Like
Right,
working
right.
with Thai production and international one.
Yes.
Yeah, you can
because
always
when
learn.
you have to work in like international, to be speaking English casually is one thing, but to act it's different thing. You have to think, to feel, to understand everything in English all
Right.
the time. I think that's the real challenge for me. Yeah.
Did you have to take like a special course or training in order to
That-
be?
I remember that I have like a acting coach on set almost every day, and also diction coach.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm like a Thai girl, I still have some problem with addiction, like camera and camera. It's a big thing
Right.
in the film industry. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to nail those
Nail those
pronunciation, and
pronunciation.
the way people actually talk.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think it is still the great experience to be working with those people?
I
those
remember.
talented
I
people?
remember when there was a scene that I entering the restaurant with Ryan
Yeah.
and Kristen Scott Thomas. She's just sitting there, and the vibes and the energy of her just standing a part of her. It's like, boom. Even I'm talking it right now. I'm still goosebump.
Yeah.
She was
Right.
she was like bold.
Yeah.
Her energy, I feel so lucky to get a chance to work with them. Really, yeah.
And this was not actually the only international production that you've worked with, right? So there are a couple more.
A couple more. I worked on the Mechanic First Selection with Jason Statham.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. แต่ส่วนใหญ่ mostly the actions movie ก็จะ different style.
Did you enjoy being in the action movie?
At that age, okay, but not this,
But
not
but
this
not
age.
now.
Yeah, not now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The last but not least. So this is, I guess, one of your most memorable role
Yeah.
as J.O.I, right? So
J.O.I ค่ะ
you are J.O.I, right?
I am J.I, but not as aggressive as her. Yeah,
Okay.
she's very aggressive.
Yeah. So she's the
the-
exaggeration
Yes,
of
yes,
you.
yes,
Okay.
yes. ใช่ค่ะ
So how did you get this role?
Well, first of all, we're on a musical play ของพี่บอย which called วันสละโสดกับโจทย์เก่าๆค่ะ it's a comedy musical play and it's very success.
Yeah.
After that, after 1 year,พี่บอย called us that he wanted to do a series or a sitcom. I think he's kind of want to do something like Friends from
Like
the US.
sitcoms.
Yeah, the sitcom.
Okay.
So yeah, it's how it's begin.
Yeah. And it was big. It was huge.
Yeah,
Huge
yeah.
success.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
I'm so tired because you have to build up those energies all the time. We're not saying, we're yelling at each other.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
every time when I see off อะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะ
Yeah. But it feel more like the real you compared to the previous roles that you have.
If JI is 10, the real me is about 6 to 7.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
Right.
But it's like it's the same vibe that you actually have as a person, right?
Yes,
As the real you.
Yes,
Yeah.
with my friends, of course.
Okay,
Yeah,
with your
yeah,
friends.
with my friends.
I
yeah.
see. Okay.
Not with my mom.
No.
No, never.
Do you
Yeah.
miss it?
Actually, we missed it. We all missed it a lot. Yeah.
Okay. Is it coming back
Possible?
soon? Yeah. A reunion episodes at least.
We've been talking about that.
Yeah.
We actually talking about that recently. But to go back as a sitcom on the TV, maybe not. But
see.
if we do a stage performance, like a
okay.
musical or something, it could be. But
Right,
but we'll
right.
see. Yeah.
Or maybe a short season on Netflix or stuff like that.
Maybe. เดี๋ยวจะไปเขียน
Possibly.
proposal เลย Possibly.
Yeah, because people enjoy it. People love you guys so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
I'll think about it.
hilarious. Yeah, so much fun. So let's come back to the new gig of yours.
Yes.
ทนายปีศาจ All right. Tell us
All right.
about that more. So
Well, it's a
you get to be this evil person who does good, right?
So it's about courtroom drama that's explore the ambition, morality, and the line of the green on the gray line with the revenge and judging.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So is it like you are being evil to protect good people or something like that?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. When it comes to the courtroom, you never know who's good or bad.
Yeah.
It's always a gray area.
Yeah.
For me, and Jitri is a lawyer who has tactics to win the cases. Yeah. Whether it's good or bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to save or take care of her people, her cares. Yeah.
So what would you say Jitri is especially good at? Deception, manipulation,
Manipulation.
like threatening people.
No, not threatening,
No.
but manipulation. Yeah.
Okay.
And she
Like psyching people up.
she can turn black to white
Oh, okay.
by manipulating.
Okay.
Yeah. She's kind of like she used the legal loophole to win the case.
Oh, okay.
She tricky people, even on the same level or maybe another level.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's pretty badass.
So you, Yaya Ying and Chitri, what do they have in common and what are they most different from each other?
I think what we have in common is that the confident. Yeah, we have the same confident sides. The differences, I think, Ying as me, I would like to do things like เหมือนทำอะไรแบบตรงๆไปเลยค่ะ
Okay.
What is it called?
So you're a straight shooter.
Yeah, straight.
Okay.
Yeah, I will go straight with everything.
You're upfront with everything.
Yeah, upfront with everything. But
Okay.
Chitri, it's more like a tactics. She's tricky. She can do like she's like a snake.
Okay.
She not go straight. She's
so
always go like flowing.
She could be conniving. She could be like slithering, zigzagging.
If Ying, if I'm Ying, which I'm Ying, like I would be in the Gryffindor. But for Chitri, she would be in Slytherin
for sure, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But I think you enjoy playing badass character, right?
Yeah. I think to be Chitri, for me, I'm trying not to judge her because when you're playing like a darker role, somehow you have to understand her pain, her motivation and stuff, instead of looking her as a villain or an evil. Because sometimes, like I told you before, someone who be a hero, maybe she or he has some bad experience.
Right.
Maybe she used to be a good person before, but then something happened, then turns her to be an evil.
Yeah. And in the world these days, I mean, thin lines, right, between hero and villain.
Yes.
Who knows, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So how did you get the role? You went to an audition, or were you like the first choice for the director?
I don't think I'm not the first choice, but Pikai called me.
Okay.
Pikai called me because we met on the One for the Road back in like 2020, 22 something. And then he called me that he's about to do some like courtroom series, and there's one role that he wanted me to casting. So I went to the cast twice. I cast just the Chitri line. And then the next day I cast with น้องนัทค่ะ
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So were you confident at the time that you'll get this role?
Not at all. But you
No?
know what? The first thing that come up in my brain is that finally they have a lawyer role for me or for a woman in this age.
Right,
You know,
right.
in what do you call in like middle age. Yeah.
Are you middle-aged?
I'm middle age.
Are you middle-aged?
I'm 40 something.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
It depends on how you define middle-aged. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So not a young like teenage star, but like the more like grown up.
Yeah, it's grown up.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I agree because if you take a look at like what's happening in Hollywood, like people in their like 50s or in their 60s still got the lead role.
Yes, you got the lead role, but compared to Thai, it's different. It's a different story.
True.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that has changed.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah. So there's a great roles for a lot of like grown-up actors or
grown-up
actors.
actors or actors. Yes.
Right. Yeah. So how many episodes are there?
It's about 8 episodes.
8 episodes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a gold standard for series these days.
Yes.
Yeah, because if it's like 20 or 40, I cannot handle it.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Not really.
No, I cannot anymore. But we used to be able to handle like 30 40
Remember
episodes.
back in the days, right?
Yeah, but for now, like 8 10. Okay.
12?
It's a little stretch for me, but I can start because if it's too many, I wouldn't even start. Because I know that it would take so much time. But this one, I would of course invest my time and energy because I want to see you as like this badass character.
Chitri.
Yeah, so let's see you in action. This game is called Objection or Guilty. So basically, it's like the lawyers or attorney lingo in court, right?
Okay.
So objection means no, I don't agree with that, and guilty means yes. Yeah, that's what you said is true. Okay. So just respond with objection
and
or
guilty.
Yeah, and then explain.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So rumor has it that those spicy swimsuit photos that you post on Instagram only go live after your husband has fallen fast asleep.
Well, guilty.
Okay, so you have to wait for Tun to like go to bed.
Yeah. Do you know when you have a marriage life, you have to respect.
Is that called respect?
Yeah,
like,
right.
Doing things like after he sleeps?
Not really. We were normally. I asked him first.
Okay.
Well, I can post this. Is it too sexy or what?
Okay.
And he was like, okay, it's okay. You can post it.
And if he said no, you would respect that too?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Wow, that's good compromise.
Yes.
Yeah. And
he
the same thing
also
goes to him?
Goes to him also because he want to take his shirt off and take pictures when he go to the beach and stuff like that. And I was like, let me see first.
Let me screen those first.
Let me screen first.
Okay, so you're guilty of that.
Yeah.
But it's called respect, right? In marriage.
It's all
Good.
about respect.
Okay, so fans are saying that you're not even acting in Certainty Gang. Real Ying Ratha is as sassy as Joy.
Guilty.
But as you said, it's not like 100%
Yeah, 100%.
equally.
It's about like 60-70%.
Okay, yeah. But I guess it's fun, even though it could be like less challenging as an actor, but it must be fun to play something that is like in your vibe.
Right.
Okay.
And to be working with your friends, of course, because me and also really close friends อยู่แล้วอะค่ะก็ we can do almost everything together, crazy thing, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. How about this one? During a Hollywood audition, your director asked you to play a 7-year-old holding an ice cream cone while watching a friend drown.
How do you know that? I mean,
So
guilty.
it's true?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
How do you know that? I was surprised when I saw
Great research.
this question.
That's what they asked you to do?
Because actually, normally they're gonna have like a script, the scenes to casting. But that day, after that, he was kind of like want me to do something more than that. And he was like, can you play like a 7-year-old girl having ice cream? And then I did it. And then he's like, okay, and watch your friends drowning.
Wow, that's pretty dark.
While you're having ice cream.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And what kind of mood or emotion that you had to be in?
First of all, I'm so happy that I have an ice cream.
Okay.
I have to imagine like, okay, I haven't eaten ice cream for like many days, and then this is what I'm waiting for. And then I having ice cream while my friends swimming in the pool, swimming in the lake somehow. And one of them, which is maybe my closest friend, drowning. And I was go crazy, crying.
Oh, okay. All right.
Trying to run to save his life, stuff like that.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not like you licking ice cream and go
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Okay. Challenging audition.
Yeah.
Okay. This one I think is very relatable to a lot of people too. So when you say on my way, that usually means I'm still in my bed scrolling through my phone and haven't even showered yet.
Objection!
So you're not this kind of person?
I'm on time today, as you can see.
Yeah. She even came before time.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm that person.
Okay, you were never late.
Yeah, never late.
Good. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
You own more high-end golf outfits than any luxury items. In fact, half of your bank account goes to your green grass runway.
Guilty.
I know you're guilty of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's my new obsession for me.
Right,
Golf.
so
Yeah,
golf, huh?
playing golf. Yes.
Okay.
As you can see, I'm tanning lines already.
Right,
A
right.
lot of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, did you surprise yourself when you first found out that I love golf? Or
Of course, because before I was like, what is kind of this sport?
yeah.
They normally just hit the ball and then walk around
Right.
for days.
Yeah, you couldn't
under
imagine
the sun.
why people love
Why
this, right?
people love it? But then now I know that
Okay.
Because
And
it-
why? Why did you love it?
it's about everything. It's about discipline. It's about thinking. It's about planning. All in your head.
Right.
Yeah, and it shifted me somehow to be more mature.
Okay.
I think for this sport.
Right.
Yeah. To be, sometimes you miss the ball, but you can do it again and again and again. So it's like you're accepting your mistake. You can do wrong things, but then you can do better in the next loom. What is it called? Next. I don't want to call hole. It sounds. Intimidating. but yeah.
I don't even know. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, sounds very philosophical.
Yeah.
When you put it like that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So that's why you spend a lot of time and money on this sport. Okay. All right. Last but not least, then you have a permanent villain aura because you've always played นางร้าย role. So being lawyer Jitri is a piece of cake.
Objection.
No.
It's the hardest thing ever in my life. It's the hardest thing because to be in the character of Jitri, it means she been a lot of obstacle in life. So I think she's kind of like very unpredictable person.
Okay.
She have a depth and many layers of her. So I have to understand everything of her.
Yeah.
It's really hard to understand women, right? It's hard to understand women and the women who has such a long experience, good and bad experience to turn into evil. You have to totally understand everything, understand her pain, understand her thoughts and everything. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
So it's a character with a lot of layers. So you cannot just throw the word like villain at this character and be done with it. So you have to like explore a lot more, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can't wait to see you in that role.
I can't wait also.
Okay.
I wanted to see it. I really want to see it.
Yeah. So it seems like you've done like many things in the showbiz already. Anything else that you always wanted to try but haven't a chance to come around to?
I don't know, maybe a role that's somehow maybe I'm blind.
Oh, okay.
Or
all right. With like more challenging role.
Yeah, more challenging role, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, so you just want to explore yourself more as an actress too.
Right.
Okay. All right. Anything else outside of this industry then that you want to do or explore?
I would like to creating something more healthier for people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know. It's not about the supplement, but the
like some sort of product or service.
No, not the products.
Okay.
I like the วิถีการใช้ชีวิต
The way of life.
The way of life.
Right.
Into like longevity, like.
That's what you got your degree from.
Yeah. I would do something, but which I can't think about it like exactly what I'm going to do, but maybe some that area. Yeah.
All right. So what would be some simple advice that you can give to people who want to live a longer and healthier life then?
First of all, you have to eat well, not the processed food, and you have to sleep well.
That's so hard.
Try to go to exercise like 2 or 3 times a day, 3 times a week.
Okay.
It could be running, it could be yoga. Yeah, but you have to do it. Yeah, drink a lot of water. Try not to be so stressful in things. Try to let go of things easily. It helps you to live longer.
So basically everything that you have already known, but maybe it's so hard for you to actually do it.
Yes.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah,
do
just
those
do it.
things that you've already known.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think you are a great living example of someone who can do that because you're very disciplined. You work out. You eat well. Do you sleep well too?
I'm trying.
Right.
Like I told you at this age.
Like any tips for us who always have trouble
first
sleeping?
First of all, you have to limit your screen time.
All right.
Just 2 hours before bed. And
like no screen 2 hours before bed.
Yes.
Okay.
Whether it's telephone or TVs.
Or doom scrolling.
Yeah.
Anything.
Try to.
Okay.
And before you go into sleep, try to think about good things. Positive things.
Right.
Because your brain listen to you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In the morning and before bed. Yeah. It helps.
Okay.
Yeah.
all right thank you so much for coming and I have a great time talking to you in English and I think you
ขอบคุณค่ะพี่บิ๊ก
great
Thank you.
You were so good.
Oh,
yeah.
I haven't done this for like 10 years. Yeah,
You're still
very excited to be here.
You haven't lost your English.
ขอบคุณค่ะ I'm mumbling sometimes, I know, because I'm talking too fast.
Right,
and
right.
I don't like pronunciation is not correctly, but I'll try to slow down.
Yeah. If you keep doing it, it'll come back to you. I think.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณมากๆครับที่มา But before I let you go, of course, I would ask you about your comedy. Comedy ของยาย่าหญิงคือคำว่าอะไรครับ In English, in Thai, could be a word, could be a phrase, could be a quote.
Okay.
Anything that you can give us.
I always believe in timing, so it's about trust the timing.
Trust the timing.
Yes.
Okay.
Because even you're working in this entertainment for a long time, there's always ups and downs in life. But if you understand the word trust the timing, you will keep doing the things that you love. And when the time is right, you will get it, what you want. And maybe you can grab it for a while, but then it's going to be slip away. But if you love it, really, and keep doing it, the time will come again and again. So enjoy with the tide, with the ups and downs. It's somehow เหมือนกับเป็นธรรมะเหมือนกันนะคะ So I really believe in that timing.
Yeah. I love it.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณค่ะ